and welcome back to the channel, everyone. Prime here, giving you guys another anime Vanguards video, a macro video to be exact. And we have been waiting for this macro for, I don't know, about like 3 days or so, 4 days, basically ever since the update came out. Formal has been on that grind, creating a crazy new macro for this game. And as of today, around, I believe like 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or so, around that time, he finally released his final product. Fortunately, there is still a decent amount of bugs here and there that he's still tweaking, even till this time, constantly giving out brand new downloads for the macro where it's updated with less bugs. It's like this man's literally working on these macros like every minute, every hour of his time. Like, it's insane. So if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. We come up with a lot of anime Vanguard content here on this channel that's extremely helpful for you, like macros like these where it just keeps getting better and better. Make sure to go check out the other content, but if you're already subbed, welcome back. Let's get straight into the video. So as soon as you load up the macro, you will be greeted with this page where you're able to select out of these 6 options on which macro you want to run. Of course, for this video, we're going to be going over the Rengoku one. This is one that everyone's been trying to do as of right now because he's new. Everyone wants him. He's an exclusive mythic. So as soon as you click on him, I'm going to quickly go over all of these right here. It took me a while to actually find the best like macro configure for Rengoku because the creator himself, Informal, like he doesn't actually like, how do I say, like straight on just tells you like which macro configure you should be using and like which units and stuff like that. So you kind of just need to go to the Discord and talks amongst the other people who have downloaded the macro as well, and kind of just work together to create the best macro for whichever option you went with. And honestly, I was stressing on this for hours, you guys. I was stressing for hours, but I finally found one that's the best as of right now. And the team that I'm using for as of right now for the Rengoku isn't this one. It's actually this one right here. This team right here is the team that I'm using for this Rengoku macro that I'm using. Of course, the link for their Discord will be down below in the description. First link in there, so make sure you guys go join that Discord to go get your hands on this macro. But unfortunately for this exact macro that I'm using right now, it is only available for the donators in the server. He will be releasing the free version very soon. I'm not sure when, but he usually doesn't take long when the initial drop for the donators, like the early access, I guess. But you're still able to get your hands on the previous macros that he's already created that I went over in previous videos, and they're just as good. Of course, this one just came out today, and I mean, he outdid himself. Personally, I love this. I love the UI. I love how it literally follows it now. Like if you move this, it brings it over. Like this, it's amazing. It's crazy how something like this is allowed. If you guys were like kind of iffy on this and had that question, yes, this is still a macro. It's not attacking the game's code. This is completely allowed. You don't have to worry about getting banned. All right, this is still a macro. It's simply just repeating a series of tasks, and as long as it's only doing that, then you're in the clear, because again, this isn't actually going into the game's code. It's simply just redoing tasks that you're setting with the hotkey. But keep in mind, this is still sort of in like the beta stages, so there is still going to be a lot of bugs. Just make sure you guys are paying attention in the Discord and the announcement tabs, because he's constantly making announcements on the macro when there's a new download, if there's little issues so you can easily fix. So don't expect this to be 100% perfect and working all the time. So that's the only downfall. You just got to bear with it. Just wait until he's able to actually perfect it, and just make sure you're reading over all the other channels he has on actually setting up the macro. And if you have questions, you can always just, I mean, there's plenty of people typing in those channels all the time that you can message and ask them if you have any problems, because I've been able to go in there and I was able to ask plenty of questions, and there was always somebody there to help me with this macro. But really quick, let's go through. If you guys want to, like, you know, pause the video whenever I go through a page. But again, this is how I have it set up, and it has been working for me, but there has been a couple hiccups here and there. The best way I resolve those hiccups is simply just closing down the macro, which is FN3, and starting to back up by simply going into the file and, you know, clicking it open. Of course, make sure you guys have no cosmetic, no stance. As for your settings, you know, default 1920 by 1080. What else? Sensitivity will be best on 0.2. Graphics quality all the way. Make sure your chat thing up here is closed. Make sure you tab out of this. Make sure, of course, your lineup is like this. As for your DPS ones, like, you know, this guy right here, it needs to be a pretty cracked out, you know, DPS. The macro doesn't actually place down any of these two, so these two really don't matter. But in your settings right here, you guys can go kind of see through and see what I have toggled on, what I don't have toggled off. UI scale number 1, and he's unit page 1. Here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, and here is 6. As soon as you guys finish setting all your settings, make sure you spam this save settings thing over here. You can't really hear or see anything that is actually saving. Just know that you're saving it as long as you're spamming it a couple bit. And the only thing that actually doesn't say when you open up the macro after hitting the save settings is this upgrade mode right here. Make sure you always toggle that back on to multi. This has to be on multi when you guys are setting this up. So those are all the settings, you guys. I'm hoping you guys enjoy this macro as much as I am. Again, if you have any other questions, just go into their Discord. Don't get it mixed up with my Discord. Go into their Discord and simply just go into the donator chats or whatever the chat lounge that they have in there and just ask your questions. Ask away. There's plenty of people in there all the time willing to help other people out. And you guys don't have to go with my setup. You do not have to go with my setup. You can go with other people. There's plenty of other people in there going over their own setups that they've tried. So you guys can go in there and mess with it a little bit and just see what works best for you. Keep in mind when you want to do it yourself, when you guys are actually selecting the coordinates, make sure you're right clicking to actually set it. So when you click select coordinates, you basically hover over and you right click. And as soon as you right click, that's what's going to set the actual coordinates. Some people actually had that question. They didn't understand how to actually use that option, but that's how you do it. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up here, y'all. A little quick video. Just quickly wanted to go over the new informal frog 3.0 a macro that he came out with. Or as of right now, 3.1. Because again, like I said, he's constantly upgrading it, constantly making it better. Like every single day there's a new download, which kind of sucks, but at least he's making it better, you know? If you guys want any other videos of me going over the macros for any of the other ones, you guys can let me know. I can go through and find one for, you know, the gem one, the infinite dynamic one, the boss event one. Just kind of let me know, and if I get enough people that actually want it, then I'll make a video showcasing it. Besides that, it has been Prime, Iridium, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.